Have you met people who look better and better each time you meet them, progressively over the years? And have you met people who look worse and worse as you meet them progressively over the years? Why does this happen? Let's get into it today and understand why it's so important to not feel all the happiness that you can feel at one go, and how you can go on incrementing it over a period of time. Hi, my name is Guru Pashupati, and today we're going to get into this really interesting subject of how you can continue to increase your happiness and your performance and evolve every single time instead of getting worse and worse and worse. And the key to that is to be able to feel happiness progressively. What does that mean? So, years ago, a couple of years ago, I was really skinny and I was very weak and very sick. And I wanted to get better. So I started training. I got myself enrolled with this really good teacher and this really amazing martial arts guru. Okay, his name is Jyoti Senthil Kannan, and I started to train. But I realized something in that training. More than all the techniques he taught me and more than all the health benefits that I got, what I got out of that training was that the understanding that I am getting better every day. And I said, why should I limit this only to my workout? Can't I get better in my looks? Can't I get better in my youthfulness? Can't I get better in my evolution all over in an overall manner with my relationships? Can I get better with money? Can I get better with everything else that there is that I want to get better at? And the moment I realized that, I said, the only thing that can sabotage me from getting better today is if I manage to feel better without actually getting better. I know this sounds a little complicated, but it's actually very simple. Let's say I'm going to feel incrementally better every day. And that depends on me having achieved a certain amount of things. But if I go ahead and I feel happiness in advance without achieving those things, then it's going to be miserable, isn't it? So that's what happens, because when I achieve that happiness, I don't have the motivation to work anymore. So stop trying to be happy. This is a trap. It's very easy to make yourself happy. There's just so many things that can make you happy. Food can make you happy, and just like anything that you load yourself with sensorily, or all your senses. If there's something beautiful for you to enjoy with your senses, whether it's your eyes, your ears, music, whatever it is, can just make you happy for no reason and for no achievement. And this leads to you underachieving. And what happens is that at the end of the day, there's a crash, because instead of going to bed happier than you went to bed yesterday, you've now created a crash. And this is crazy, because once that starts happening, it's a spiral that gets out of control. And you start rewarding yourself, and you don't have any idea for what you're rewarding yourself. Yeah, and that's like a vicious cycle to fall into, because you have broken the sanctity of reward. And rewards are very, very sacred and very, very essential to our well-being. If we don't know, if we've broken the sanctity of our reward system, and we started rewarding ourselves for no achievement, then surely you're not going to get better in anything. You're not going to get incrementally better. So when you look at somebody who's gotten incrementally better over a year or two or three, You can notice the difference in them, like physically and even emotionally and even mentally. You can notice the small changes that are happening every day in them if you just pay attention. And that person could be you. Why don't you notice the small changes in yourself? So ask yourself, as compared to yesterday, how am I feeling today? Compared to day before yesterday, how did I feel yesterday? Is this an incremental graph? Or is this just a bunch of zigzag stuff that's not progressing? I would like to progress every day. And the days I don't progress are the days I consider why I didn't progress. And at the root of it is always that I've rewarded myself for something other than progress. And that's a cardinal sin according to me. You should not do that. You should just stop doing that stuff. Okay? So I made this video so that you can reflect about this. And if you're feeling happiness in advance without actually achieving something, it's a trap. Avoid this trap. A lot of people tell you that you should be happy for no reason. But that's not true. If you start getting happy for no reason, you betray the sanctity of the reward mechanism, and the reward mechanism doesn't know what to reward you for anymore. And sometimes it might just stop rewarding you, and then the whole thing is like messed up. And if you find yourself in that kind of phase, then my advice to you is quickly get in touch with me and get this thing set right. Get your reward mechanism set right. How many of you have broken reward mechanisms? Do you know whether your reward mechanism is broken or not? Well, ask yourself, am I happier today than yesterday? Or was I happier yesterday than the day before? And was I happier the day before than the day before that? Just take a look. Is your happiness graph like this? Then it's not, you can't enjoy your life then, because the same thing's repeating, It's like eating the same food every day. It may be your favorite food, but after a week, it's not going to be your favorite food. Okay? So people in relationships, they're not getting happier with each other every day, which is why the relationship is in danger. It's going to be, there's going to be a time when it starts going downwards because you haven't focused on the sanctity of reward and you just rewarded yourself for achieving nothing. Okay? So this is a serious problem. I don't know if you've ever noted this before, but if you haven't, I think now's a good time to take note of this. This is how we're built. We are built for incremental achievement. And when we do that, we are the happiest people in this world. I see all the happy people in this world being able to increase their happiness a little every day. Because they got the reward systems in place. And that's what you should want if you really want to enjoy your time on this earth. Okay? So my invitation to you is that if you want to do this and get in touch with me, I have a beautiful program that can help you with this, and I'll be happy to discuss that with you. And all you need to do is look for my contact information under this video and send me a message that you want to increase your happiness incrementally, and that makes sense to you, and that seems to be the purpose of life, isn't it? So anybody who wants to get on to this kind of growth path and not get into your own way, get in touch. I'll be very happy to help you out. And this is what I do for a living. I help people out to get incrementally better and better and better and become that fabulous person that they've always wanted to be and that they are capable of being. It's a pity to go to your grave without having explored what your body and mind can be. Don't you agree? Well, if you agree, get in touch. Thank you very much for watching. And if you think more people that you know need to watch this, then you have my permission to go ahead and share it. And do subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment, because these things supposedly help my algorithm. I have no idea what that means, but I think it gets more views ultimately. And that's not a selfish thing. I'm not asking it for myself. I'm asking it because this video is important. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next video.